Hello seniors, in this video I will show you how to create a college list to track the colleges that you're applying to this fall. I'll also show you how to request transcripts. Once you've logged into Naviance, please go to the Colleges tab and then under the Apply to Colleges menu, select colleges I'm applying to. If you have not done so already, the first step will be to create a list of the colleges that you plan to apply to. You can do so by selecting this blue plus circle over on the right, and you can type in your college. It will start to populate automatically. Next, you will select the application type. This just means what is the deadline that you're operating under. It will vary from college to college. In this case, you have a merit-based scholarship deadline of March 1st, so that means that you have to get your application in before March 1st in order to qualify for any of the merit-based scholarships. They also have a rolling admission. Remember, rolling admission means that you are able to keep applying. The applications are being received until they meet their quota. So in this case, that deadline is July 31st. I always recommend that you choose the earlier deadline if possible. That will ensure that you are notified earlier. It also will be helpful in the financial aid process. So if you can, select the earlier one. This next step is important because if you we need to know if you're going to apply via Common App or direct to the institution. Remember, Common App is a single website where you are able to apply to multiple schools at the same time, or you also often have the ability to apply directly on the individual college's website. We just need to know this because we counselors have a separate step to separate forms to fill out for you via Common App, and so we need to know if we need to do that. So please make sure that you make that selection accordingly. For this, I'm going to say I'm going to directly apply to the institution. You may or may not, this is optional, tell us whether you're including the SAT scores. Please be aware that we at Comstock Park High School will include SAT scores on the transcripts regardless, on the ones that we send. Please also note that this will not have any bearing on whether you will be I guess what I'm saying is you still will have the opportunity to apply test optional or not. If colleges have explained that if test scores are included in the application, or excuse me, in the transcript, they will simply redact that before entering that information into the decision-making pool. You also can check this if you have submitted an application, but please remember that you should not request a transcript until after you have already applied. This will ensure that when we do send in a transcript, it will match up to your application profile once you've already submitted the application. So in this case, I'm going to select this white button because I have not applied, and I'm going to hit Add Application. I am only going to use this blue button if I've already completed the application. But in this case, I'm going to hit Add Application because I am going to create this list in preparation. I am going to also apply to Michigan State. Early action. In this case, I'm going to be using Common App. I'm not going to worry about my test score information. Add application. So you can see I'm populating a list of colleges that I'm going to apply for. I also am going to apply to Ms. Stornett's alma mater, St. Mary's College of Notre Dame. Early decision for that one as well. I'm going to use Common App for that. I'm going to add application. So this allows for your counselors to see and you to see the colleges that you're thinking about and applying to this fall. I've got a list of deadlines. At this point, I have not requested transcripts, and at the same time, office materials are pending. This tells whether it's Common App. That CA means that you're submitting it via Common App. The one with a line through it means that you are not. And then you can go ahead and change this if you have already applied and all that. Okay, so let's say that I've already completed this application, or this is the 3 colleges that I'm applying to. I've completed all 3 applications and now it's time to request transcripts. The next step will be to select the colleges that I'd like to request transcripts. I go up here to the right where this plus button is, select request transcript. At this point, this is the initial request that I'm making at the beginning of the year. You may have to go back in and do this again to request transcripts at the mid-year or at the end of the year, depending on what your colleges direct you to do. I will hit request and finish. And at that point, my transcripts are requested and the office materials are pending. Once the office has received these requests and have sent along the transcripts, this will be updated and you will see whether they have been submitted. If there have been several days that have gone by and you don't see this change for some reason, feel free to reach out to the counseling office to check on the status. We'll be happy to help you out. I think I've covered everything as far as creating a college list and also requesting transcripts. Again, remember, you can create this list, but please don't at any point, but please do not request the transcripts until after you have applied. This will ensure that the transcripts will get into the right file once you have applied. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your counselor. I know this is a daunting process. We're here to help. Just give us a ring or an email, okay? Good luck.